sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13.
So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil 18 here, and today we're going to be doing another quick look review, and this time it's going to be of the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Special Missions Cobra Island Wayne Beachhead Sneeden. So let's get into it right away and take a very quick look at the box. Alright, so as you can see here, we do get a very similar style box to the figures in Wave 1 here. So we do have the window, running blah blah blah, nice image of the character, Special Missions, Cobra Island, G.I. Joe Classified Series, Wayne Beachhead Sneeden, and Hasbro. Then there's the top, figure number 10, there's the bottom, the one side there, the other side, and then the back. That's a pretty cool image on there. So that is the packaging. Now let's get Beachhead open and see what accessories he is included with. So for Beachhead's accessories, he is included with some really cool stuff. We do get 5 or 6 things, I believe. So we do have his hat here, which looks great. Very nice sculpt and paint on that, and it does just pop right onto his head like that. If you put him upside down, it's going to fall off. Then we do get his backpack here, which is just an all-black plastic, but the sculpt detail on this is beautifully done, man. It does have the peg, because it does peg onto his back there. Really nice looking backpack, and then you just peg that right onto his back, like so. And those could fall off easily if you have snake eyes. Then you know what I'm talking about. Now this is where I run into an issue with the rest of his accessories. They all are awesome. It's just they molded them in this green plastic and it looks so bad. It doesn't work, man. I do not like when Hasbro does this. They do it a lot with their Marvel Legends, even though I know different teams work on different figure lines, but they gotta stop doing that, molding guns in random colors besides like black or gunmetal gray and stuff like that. So don't like that they molded it in this ugly green color, man. If they were black, that definitely would have been better. But the sculpt of this looks great. I dig this gun as well, and he does grip onto it perfectly fine with his hands there. Then we do get a crossbow here, which looks fine. Just like I said, not a fan of this green plastic, man. We do get that. And then we do get a knife and a handgun here. And the knife looks fine, as you can see there. And the gun looks pretty good too. And he does grip onto these pretty good also. And you can holster this knife right here in the knife holster, which fits in there perfectly fine. And then he does have a holster, whoops, for his gun right on his hip that you just slide right in there like so. And then there you go. You could have him holster a few of his weapons there. So that is Beachhead's accessories. Now let's take a closer detailed look at this awesome looking figure. Alrighty, so taking a closer detailed look at Beachhead here, and this is, as of now, my second favorite figure in the line that I do own. This thing is beautifully done, man. Love when they do figures this detailed, like with snake eyes. They are doing an awesome job with this G.I. Joe line, man. The paintwork, pretty clean for the most part. The eyes seem to be alright, not too bad. They did miss the paint, though, on the left eyebrow, but besides that, the paint is nice and clean throughout the rest of the figure there. And the sculpt detail alone on this thing is out freaking standing, man. What a great job on this figure. I do like all these sculpted lines on the green clothing. We get a few sculpted wrinkles on the head and the neck there. You can see where his ears are. Really nice job on that. And I like the more olive green around the mouth area there on the mask. That looks dope. And then we do get his vest here, and this thing looks sick, man. Excellent sculpt work on it. Very clean paintwork as well. And it is a softer rubbery type plastic, but it does restrict the torso articulation. The arms look great too. Very nice sculpt and paint on that with the sculpted wrinkles, the sculpted lines, pouch there, the olive green color as well. Hands look pretty good too. And then the legs here. I believe some of the parts are reused from some of the other Joes, but the pants look great. Really nice sculpted wrinkles, and I do like the sculpted texture to the pants as well. And then on the left leg, we do get a couple straps, and I'm not sure what this is, if it's magazines in there. I think they're just pouches or something. On the right hip, we do have the straps with the gun holster, and that gun holster looks dope. I love how there's 3 straps on it also. Then the knee armor looks pretty cool.
Lower legs look great. I love these boots here, man. These are cool looking boots. And I like how that olive green is more glossy over here, and then it's not on the boots. That's pretty dope, man. And then we do get the holster on the knife on the lower left leg there, but really nice job on the boots, man. The armor looks so dope, and the bottom of them, nothing going on besides a couple peg holes. So overall, I think Hasbro did an amazing job with this beachhead, man. This thing is just as awesome as their Snake Eyes figure, and this, as of now, is my second favorite figure in the line, until we do get some more releases. But anyway, let's take a look at the height and the height comparisons. Now, for the height of Beachhead to the very top of his head, it looks like he's about 6 inches and 1/4 of an inch tall. Now let's take a look at him compared to a few other figures. Alright, so here is Beachhead compared to a few other Hasbro G.I. Joe figures. So we do have the Classified Series Destro, Roadblock, and Snake Eyes, and then we do have the Hasbro Marvel Legends Retro Series Deadpool. And I'm definitely digging the scaling of this line so far. I think Hasbro is doing a pretty good job with it. So now let's take a look at Beachhead compared to a few other figures. The Marvel Legends Winter Soldier, the Mezco 112 Netflix Punisher, the Mafex comic version Cyclops, and the SH Figuarts Suicide Squad Deadshot. So there is the height and height comparisons for Beachhead. Now let's move on to the articulation. Alright, so for Beachhead's articulation, he does have really nice movement here. So we do have the hinge at the upper neck joint and then a ball peg joint at the lower neck. So with both joints, Beachhead does look down pretty good, and then both joints pretty much looks all the way up. Really no pivot at the upper neck, but you do get a little bit at the lower neck, and then both joints do swivel as well. So you do get decent articulation combining both those joints there. Now I believe there is an ab crunch in there, but I can't get mine to crunch at all, so you're really only going to get movement out of the waist there, which you do get nice movement. He doesn't go forward all that much, doesn't really go back too much. Slight pivot, and then you do get swivel. So just like with Roadblock, you do get hindered articulation at the torso there. Then for the arms here, we do have like a butterfly type joint, so you could move the arms forward and back a little bit. Doesn't really move in a circular motion, but the arms do go out to the sides, a bit more than 90 degrees, not too much though. They do go up and down, true bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that pretty much bend in all the way. Then the left hand does have the swivel, and then it does hinge up and down. So that one really is meant for him to hold the trigger, or the handle with the trigger for the gun there. And then the right wrist does swivel and hinges side to side. I do wish both moved up and down. Now for the legs here, they just shift down a tiny bit, and Beachhead kicks forward about 90 degrees. Doesn't really go to the back too much. Let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it, and he can. So nice, pretty nice leg movement with Beachhead there. And then you do get the upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees that do bend back all the way, so that is dope. And then we do get a swivel at the boot. The ankles hinge up a tiny bit, hinge down pretty damn good, and then you do get the forward facing pin ankle rocker there. So Hasbro is definitely doing a kick-ass job with the articulation on these figures, and I'm really digging this line a lot, man. I do like the team that is behind the G.I. Joe Classified Series line. But anyway, that is my quick look review at the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Island Wayne Beachhead Sneeden. Hope you enjoyed it. Overall, this figure is dope, man. Like I said, this is now my second favorite figure in this line under Snake Eyes. I think Hasbro did a kick-ass job with this Beachhead here. The detail, definitely one of the best parts, or the best part to the figure. The paint and sculpt detail is phenomenal on this Beachhead. For a $22 figure, they knocked it out of the park, man. And then next for the articulation, another high point to the figure. The only downside is the vest does restrict the torso movement, pretty much the ab crunch there. And the waist movement, I don't think it gets restricted, but just only having that point of articulation at the torso does limit certain posing options. But besides that, the rest of the articulation is great
on the figure. And then last, the accessories. The accessories are awesome, don't get me wrong, but as you can see, I don't have him with any of his accessories besides his hat, and the backpack I think is fine too. It's his weapons that I personally think is the issue. Having them this ugly green color, even though it matches his shirt, I don't know. I don't like when they make weapons random colors like that. It just, to me, it doesn't work, man. So happy with the accessories, but also not in a way. But they did give him a really good amount of accessories as well. So I think the pros definitely outweigh the cons big time with this figure, and definitely happy as hell that I did end up purchasing this figure. But anyway, that is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. But stay tuned for pictures next. Now let's get Beachhead open and take it lub-loop-a-da.